I got to talk about Kevin Jr. I have to talk about Kevin Jr. because y'all keep putting him in front of my face, so I got to talk about Kevin Jr. Y'all trying to put him as the sympathetic figure, as, oh my goodness, his mama just died, and look at him, he's going through a divorce, and truth be told, I don't know the other party story to why they going through a divorce. Mm-hmm. But yet, y'all trying to push her like he's going through a lot, it's stress-induced. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know what type of husband he was. I don't know what type of husband he is. I don't know anything about Kevin Jr. as much as they know. Mm-hmm. Truth be told, right? So they keep putting this story in front of our face and trying to make us feel bad. Where I'm like, first of all, I think I can say based off the show, Kevin Jr., you're irresponsible because you missed court the first time, and now you're in Georgia the day before. You have to be in court the next day for something as important as, hey, securing your house, securing the future of your family, trying to fight for your family and things of that nature. So I'm like, obviously your priorities is out of whack. And I'm like, I wouldn't have thought that if y'all wasn't keep putting Kevin in front of my face.
And I just want to jump in and say that I think he might be a person who's easily influenced.
Okay.
Because I don't know if maybe the show was just like, oh, we want you to film with Spirit, so you need to stay during this day and all this type of stuff. And he's thinking like, well, I want to keep to my obligations for the show. And no, part of like being an adult and being responsible for your stuff is like, I can't do that the day before. Get Spirit on the voicemail, well, not the voicemail, the video call or whatever the case may be.
You say something the old soap operas.
I know.
Right?
I was like, put Spirit on the video call the same way we did the first episode because I got somewhere to be. So,
And maybe a better analogy is wrestling. Right? Wrestling is fake. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And I think they are doing storylines for the sake of storylines, but we kind of like seeing that, hey, you're not really stumping the guy. You're not really punching the guy. You're kind of slamming the guy in a safe way. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to criticize Kevin Jr. And the whole point of y'all coming back together is to put the spotlight on the Braxtons. I would say this. Trina, respect to you for showing you with your kids. Toni, respect to you for showing you with your kids. Tamar, you said you're the friend of the show, so guess what? I'm going to put you on the side. Towanda, let's see a little bit of your life. Just a little bit. You're not
Towanda's storyline is Kevin Jr.
You're not Scratchy. Don't say Kevin Jr. You're not Scratchy's guardian because it gives off the analogy that Kevin Jr. is 19, 18, 17 years old. He's a 28-year-old man, right? That is, at least the narrative in this show, estranged from his father. He has a seizure and things of that nature. And truth be told, some seizures, depending how aggressive they are, can cost you your life. You get what I'm saying? And there's of course, no mention of, we need to talk to his father. You get what I'm saying? And my thing is, the fact that we even have to take this detour shows that, hey, get Kevin Jr., and I'm going to say this respectfully, disrespectfully, get Kevin Jr. out my face. This is the Braxtons. I think y'all done enough when it came to honoring Traci. I think the build up to actually him coming to the celebration that like they had with like the crab thing that was kind of fake and just kind of staged wrestling and things like that. I think it's good to be like, hey, Kevin Jr. came. Hey, Evelyn, you see, boom, 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 boom. Send him back home so he can deal with his life. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because he obviously have things to deal with that is a pressing issue than being on the show and being Towanda's basically storyline. I digress. I'm sorry. I ain't want to holler. But they keep putting him in my face, and I don't want to see him no more. Yeah. Let's keep going.
So Toni and Trina visit Kevin in the hotel room. Mind you.
Miss Evelyn.
Yeah. Yeah, Toni and Miss Evelyn. Visit
Trina
Kevin.
and Miss Evelyn.
Trina, sorry.
How about to say
Trina and Miss Evelyn.
Yes.
Visit Kevin Jr. in the hotel room. Mind you, this is not the night of. This is not coming over to spend the night to make sure he's good for the night. This is the next day. So apparently the wife did not change the date of the court, and she now has full custody of the baby, and she has the house. Okay. She apparently lied, is what Kevin is saying. So Evelyn encouraged him to get his lawyer, do everything he can do so he can remain as his son's life. And she is just trying to encourage him and tell him, look, Traci was the one to, go down, but she popped right back up on the other side. She was very resilient. You have that in you. That's your mom. You are your mother's child. And Trina tells him, and the door is always open when it comes to relying on us, talking to us. Like, please know that we are here for you.
What are your thoughts on this last thing?
Where was y'all last night?
They was home. They was home.
Where was y'all last night? And why wasn't Kevin with y'all if the door is always open? So I can understand and appreciate. I don't know. To me, it feels like, you know how people are just like, you tell people, maybe even strangers or coworkers, like, oh, this is what's going on, whatever the case may be. They're just like, oh, okay, great. Like, hope that works out for you.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. That's me too. It's just like, yeah, I hope that works out for you. I hope y'all figure out what y'all need to, and God bless. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how it feels like the family's handling him.
That's my favorite right there. God bless right there. 100% nail on the head of what you said, right? It's fake support. It's pro wrestling of reality TV show, to where they basically make it seem like, oh my goodness, she didn't reschedule. Hey, I think it's really hard to reschedule a court date when it's less than 12 hours the next day, less than 24 hours the next day. So, but it just shows like, why would you put yourself in that position? And my whole thing is, I'm not blaming Kevin Jr. for the divorce. I'm really just blaming them for showing us this part of his life and basically trying to use that as a narrative of, look what he's under. His mama died. He's going through a divorce and things like that. We are so quick to show his life in the past 6 episodes. And like I said, I have yet to see what Towanda's going through. You get what I'm saying? Maybe her boyfriend don't want, and like I said, boyfriend at the time, maybe her boyfriend at the time didn't want the cameras in the house. Who knows, right? Because it's not like when he was on camera, he was sharing anything or being transparent. But my whole point is, we don't know the whole thing. I think his wife name or ex-wife name is Olivia or whatever. We don't know her side of the story, but she is looked as a like, oh, poor Kevin. And I'm like, don't fall for that pro wrestling. Don't fall for that narrative of poor Kevin. Kevin should have been in court. You get what I'm saying? Kevin shouldn't have put himself in that position. And Kevin is not 16. As I said last episode or the episode before that, he's not a Make-A-Wish kid. This is a grown man. Now, honestly, maybe he does need help in his everyday life and things like that. And if that's the case, then we shouldn't be trying to keep him estranged from his father, from his help. You get what I'm saying? I just find it very strange that if you're going to push the narrative of basically him not filming with his father, him being estranged from his father, I would think that your arm around him would be a little bit tighter and a little better. Because if you go take him away from one family, you got to be that family. And the fact that he was in the hotel room and things like that to shoot a scene, you get what I'm saying? To sleep there, if any of it is real, it's foul. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't want to see Kevin Jr. no more. I really don't. Just because the show is for Traci, and I understand y'all put on those ending credits at the end, basically a dedication to Traci, that doesn't mean that Traci name got to be mentioned every scene, every show, and have her kid on there. You get what I'm saying? Come together. Do what Traci asked for. Y'all come together and film a show. That's all y'all have to do. Anything else, Blair?
That's all I got.
Let us know what y'all thought about this. Did I go? Listen here. I could have went harder. No. I really could have went harder because I really do have some thoughts about my whole thing. They let us in their house and now like they mad I'm here. So my whole thing is like, yo, get Kevin Jr. out my face, man. This is a grown man that's not dealing with his responsibilities. Yeah. That's the facts. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just wrestling. Who knows?